you guys review the South Carolina game?
Not yet. It's coming today.
It's coming today. What do you expect from the review?
I guess basically we'll see the parts we play pretty good. I think we'll probably also see how they got us in the beginning of the second half, third quarter, and then we'll probably watch the end of the game too. So we'll watch everything basically.
Do you expect there to be more good parts or more bad parts? Or?
It'll probably be pretty even. It'll probably it's a lot of good stuff we'll probably watch, but like saying the end, we'll probably watch that pretty closely, see what we did right, see what we did wrong, see what type of things we could have changed.
Obviously, the result you want to be different, but was there anything that you wanted to change in hindsight in that last minute or so that you guys would have preferred to have done differently or taken advantage of?
I don't know. I think we executed pretty good. I think we got the stops we needed in the last minute or whatever. We just, at the end, we couldn't knock down shots, and we just couldn't finish. I mean, of course, there was a couple calls, but, I mean, we can't just blame it on the refs, but still, I feel like we executed enough and we should have won the game.
So it was like the execution was there, it was just a matter of shots not falling?
Knocking down shots and everything like
Gotcha.
Bree, can you just talk about the importance of maybe putting that behind you, because Texas A&M's kind of breathing right down your neck in the standings as well?
Yeah, basically, we do have to move on. Like I said, like we'll probably watch, see what we need to fix and everything like that, but we do have a game coming up, so we just gotta move on to the next one.
First of all, how hard was that to kind of digest? You know, did it take a while to kind of have that sit in, or you know, what was that like when you finally realized, like, you know, that was the first one?
Yeah, it was definitely a hard pill to swallow, just because I think we know what we have, and at the end of the day, I think if everything would have finished like we know we could have, as in like free throws, as in layups, as in execution, just little things, getting stops like that, it's so small but it adds up. And so I think just thinking back to every little thing that we could have done, you know, to get a different outcome, it kind of hurts, but you know what, we know that it's going to make us better, and at the end of the day we're going to learn from all these mistakes and situations to where when the situation comes up again, it's not going to happen, and hopefully we'll have a different outcome.
You guys were 9 of 13 from the field in the second quarter. It didn't strike me that you guys were that good in that second quarter. From the first half compared to the second half, was there any difference that you guys saw in what you guys were doing? I know South Carolina had an effect on you guys, but was there anything drastically different from first and second half?
I don't think anything was drastically different. I think that we came in halftime and we talked about the things that we were doing really well and that was working, and that some things that you know, wasn't just at the best and that we could improve on. I think that just because like we were really good in the third quarter doesn't mean like that we're necessarily doing everything right, because we weren't getting the stops that we needed at the end of the day. I felt like we executed, but we let them execute too much, and that's where kind of the game changed a little bit. And I think if you take away those mistakes on our part, then it's a completely different game.
Blair, can you talk about what the experience with the Leadership Council was like?
Yeah, we had 2 athletes from each school, 1 guy and 1 girl, and we just talked about different things and situations that maybe we come across as players on and off the court that will help mold us into a better teammate. And we talked about different ways you can approach your teammates, because everyone's different, everyone handles things differently, and I feel like if you're going to have a good team, you have to have that one person that knows like how to kind of keep the glue together. And so I feel like in my experience there, I really learned how to not only, like, I don't want to say keep a team together, but you can do a lot of things with a lot of different people, and just by talking with different people, you can better the team. You know, you can talk about things that they can improve on personally, but you don't have to just say, well, you're doing this bad and this is how you can change. You know, like, you can say, well, you know, like, if you make sure when you catch the ball, you can look around, pass it out, we can get you a better look, or just stuff like that. I think just learning different ways to talk to your teammates, not only can, like, they learn a lot from it, but you can learn a lot from it yourself. and it can also better you for the team to not only be a better vocal leader, but just to be that person that, you know, like people can talk to and have that trust in. So it's a really good experience.
Do you think it showed you something different about yourself, about different ways to possibly be a leader, become a leader?
Yeah, just like we have this, they gave us a velvet brick. So it was a brick, and then there was this like red velvet piece of cloth around it. And it kind of stood as like, you can be this rock for your team at the same time. Just because you're some hardcore, bad, like, get the job done person doesn't mean you don't have that heart that glues people together and that can help people in situations if you need someone to talk to, if you need, you know, just personal assistance, anything like that. And we brought it home with us, and it sits in my room to remind me every day, like, you can be that person that's, sometimes if you want to be a leader, you have to tell people things they don't want to hear. So you can be that person that can get in someone's ear sometimes and tell them the stuff that, you know, they don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, they know that you're telling them the truth. And I think you earn a lot of respect by being truthful with people. So just, that's a big part of what I got from that leadership conference.
What is the velvet supposed to signify?
Like, I guess you can,
The soft side.
yeah,
The soft
yeah, like, you're that hard person that is like you're the meat of the stuff, like, you're telling them the stuff they need to hear, but at the end of the day, you're that person that they can also come to and know that you're going to be there for them. You're going to be that person that is vulnerable, understanding, stuff like that. So it kind of like counteracts each other. Probably should have explained that, but yeah.
All right, any other questions?
Blair, over time, is all the connections that you and your family and coaching staff have at Texas A&M, is it easier to maybe put that aside, just look at them as another opponent, or is it still the connections really resonate in your mind?
I think, you know, when you make connections and bonds with people, like, those are forever. But I also think that when you step on the court, it's business. It's not about friendships. So I think when you step on the court, you know that you're going to war with your team, and that's what you have to focus on. So.